She said, I hit him 3 times. She declared it, correct?
Correct.
Not once, not twice, 3 times. I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, correct?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
You have a very specific memory of that event, do you not?
I do.
Obviously, that's an incredibly impactful thing for you to remember. Is that right?
It was an impactful statement, yes.
And you remember it today as well as you remembered it the day she did it?
Yes.
Here's how you know that we're setting up a witness. The defense does not pay the prosecution witnesses compliments or tell them like, you have a really good memory for this thing, or this had a lot of impact on you, and you wanted to be very accurate when you shared this information, and you're a police officer is another example. You have 30 years of experience. You have all this training, and here's how you fucked up, right? So all that positivity that he's feeding into her and her account of his client giving this confession, I know it's coming. He's laying down that hammer. I know it's coming. So don't spoil it for me, please. I'm not even going to look at the chat right now. I just want to see him lay it down.
Yes.
Oh, girl. What did you say?
McCabe, I'd like you to turn to the page, since you've reviewed this, turn to the page of that document where you ever said in your testimony that my client said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Show me where you said it.
You didn't say it in your grand jury testimony, did you?
I mean, at this point, it's like,
Never said it in the grand jury.
Yeah, you didn't say it, did you? Left out that detail, didn't you?
Was I asked what she said?
Oh! Get out of here. Did they ask you that question?
I just asked questions.
Well, I'd like you to direct me where to look.
He asked you.
You look at the entire.
No, ma'am. Oh, fuck. What he said was, show me where you said it. Show me where you said this impactful statement, I hit him X3, crystal clear. Show me where you said it at the grand jury. Did she never say this at the grand jury? Chat. What the fuck happened at this grand jury?
he's had to say, I get to ask the questions several times. He's had to say that. And she just keeps fighting.
I'd like you to direct me at to where to look. It's like, that's not how it works either. I'm not your lawyer. I'm telling you it's not in there. If you think it's in there, you tell me where it is. You said it. You should remember if you said it or not. That's another thing where witnesses try to make lawyers look bad as if they're not being helpful, but it's like, that's not my job. My job is not to prepare you for your cross-examination. Your job is to tell the truth, and I'm going to ask questions.
Oh my God.
You look at the entire.
Yeah. No, you didn't do it, did you? You gave grand jury testimony, and during your entire grand jury testimony, you never mentioned the somewhat impactful line from the defendant. Never mentioned in your grand jury testimony, the defendant said, I did it, I did it, I did it.
And turn to the page.
Show me.
Ever said that my client said,
Show
I
me.
hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
I'm not sure if it's in this document, but I can tell you today with 100% clarity, she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
But it's not there.
On that morning.
Then why wouldn't you have said it at the grand jury?
Stop turning to the jury. This isn't. I can say with 100% certainty that she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. You never testified to that to the grand jury.
I can tell you with 100% certainty and clarity, or whatever she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
I will never forget it, which is exactly why I never mentioned it to the grand jury. During the 222 pages worth of testimony I gave to the grand jury, it was so impactful, I never will forget it. But I'm sure it never came up. That's why you didn't mention it. I believe that. Sure.
So you didn't
So it's
say
not in
it.
that document, is it?
I'm not sure if I could take the time, and do you want me to
Yeah.
read over 200 pages?
May I
Yep.
approach?
Yes.
I
don't know if it's there, but I know she said it. Yeah. That's probably not the best thing she could have said there.
No, I don't want to take the time. Because you just indicated that you reviewed this document. in
'Cause you didn't say
anticipation of your testimony, right?
correct.
Beautiful.
You know that you never testified to that in the grand jury in April of
Put it in
2022,
evidence.
don't you?
I don't know that as a fact. I would have to reread 222 pages or however long it is.
You prepped for your testimony. This is the most impactful thing Karen said to you that morning, and you don't know if it's there or not? Sure, Jan. Sure.
You think you might have missed it when you reviewed your testimony in anticipation for, I'm sorry, when you reviewed your transcript in anticipation for your testimony?
What have you been doing all weekend?
Yeah.
Objection.
I
Lolly.
read it a few weeks ago,
It's probably the most powerful part of your testimony, ma'am.
and I will never forget it.
Objection.
Okay, so that's stricken.
Would you agree? Do you think that's a powerful part of your testimony?
Objection.
It is, yes.
Did
Why?
you see it in the transcript?
Ask her why.
I cannot recall. It's over 200 pages.
He scoffed. Did you hear it? I heard it.
Yes.
I heard him scoff.
This is not good for her.
May I approach her?
Yes. Like that's a very important part of her testimony. How does she just like forget?
Uh-huh. I'm sure it's I can't recall problem. That must be it.
I mean, she thinks she got one there too. Like, it's like you can see in her, she's got to control her face better. If I was coaching her on, testifying, which she probably wouldn't care what I had to say, but I'm just saying, like, those smirks and stuff, you're supposed to be an unbiased, neutral witness who was friends with the victim. You're not supposed to hate the defendant. You're not supposed to hate the defense attorney. You're not supposed to love the prosecutor. You're not supposed to press. You're just supposed to testify.
Like, how do you forget as to like whether or not you said that when you just read the testimony, even if that was 2 or 3 weeks ago? You're coming into this big trial that has a lot of impact on your personal life because you've talked about this harassment stuff. It's like,
Just tell him that Lally will point it out to you if it's there. And leave it at that. Lally can bring it up on redirect, can he?
I'm waiting for him to just be like, you know what? The prosecution has asked every witness who plays on the varsity basketball team and if they lost that game or not. We know what everyone was drinking, including the Crystal Light. We know everyone at the high top. If I'm Alan Jackson at this point, I'd be real fucking tempted. I don't know if it would piss the jury off or not because I'm not sitting there looking at their faces and it's on week 4. I'd be real fucking tempted to stand up there page by page. Is it on this page? Is it on this page? Is it on? Because sometimes you get petty like that.
it feels like she's just trying to weasel out of this. She's trying to weasel out of this by being like, well, I don't know, it's 200 pages. I would need to sit here and read all of it. And I feel like she is the kind of person that if Jackson was like, all right, okay, like I'll call your bluff, read it on the stand right now, read all of it, go page for page, word for word, that she would actually sit there and do it. Just to be difficult. Like that's the impression that I have right now with how far this is going.
It's just the circle just keeps closing and closing and closing. Oh, I love it. He's just, he's just letting her dig her own grave. It's so good.